Say what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. Speak about the world. Know that we are still. We had ATL Legacy, the podcast. Oh God, we're taking over for the ATL show.
Naya, what? What are you?
The ATL show's on, duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T7, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best at this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever cast, just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes for 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers, either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open hills and places. The schools over feeling foggy, I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move, going against me. Once you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message, hoping leave you from me rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho.
WTCZ Music Box Radio in the Chill Zone every Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find it on YouTube at D-Lo Productions. Once again, that's YouTube, look up D-Lo Productions. We play the best in R&B, rhythm and blues, oldies, favorites. And there's a request line, 682-200-9345. Once again, that is WTCZ Music Box Radio in the Chill Zone with your host, D-Lo. Every Monday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We definitely have the bling and everything in between. Just in Time Accessories. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. You can find Tayama on Instagram at Tayama01 or Facebook Tayama Copeland or 954-873-6659 or justintimeaccessories@gmail.com or the website justintimeaccessories.com. Everything is only $5. All jewelry is nickel and lead free. You can find Tayama live on her page, Tayama Copeland. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out.
Make sure you go over to Goli.com and get your Goli gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoliGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, Contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber. Uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system. Includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple. It's delicious. It's Goli. Hey, welcome back, one and all. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. I'm joined tonight by my sister, my friend, Miss Tiama Sweetness.
Hey, lovies. How is everyone doing tonight?
Awesome. And I'm also joined tonight by the very bold, the very beautiful, eyebrows still on fleek, Wakanda forever, Miss T. Savage.
Yes. Hey, America, bitches.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay. And of course, I'm joined by Shawty Doo-Wop. They say Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Mr.
And
Legacy.
when he died,
All he left us was alone. Joined by Legacy the Great.
Legacy by my cousin tonight. What's going on over there?
Legacy, you're muted.
I said what it is, baby. ATL in the building.
All right. And of course, our distant sister, Miss Juicy Cakes, us in the house.
He said distance.
And she on time.
Oh, hey.
Praise the
What
Lord,
y'all not gonna do? Y'all
everybody.
not gonna come for her.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Oh.
Praise the Lord.
I got you, Juicy. They not gonna come for you.
Thank you.
How you doing, Miss Tina Moe?
Hey, Tina Moe.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, Miss Tina Moe.
Hey, Darnisha.
Go, Tina.
This right
It's
here
your
for you, Miss
birthday.
Moe.
Hey, Darnisha.
Hey, Darnisha.
Looks like we have a troll in the house.
Who is the troll?
Legacy, because of his height.
He's a love face ex-wife. Jerk off event. Wet girls are here. Hey.
Yes, we are, baby. Yes, we are.
They don't call me Juicy for nothing.
No, they call you Juicy because you was juicing. Remember, I knew it because of that kitty cat.
Oh, I was just being.
And my Cardi B voice.
Lord, boy, see, look, Savage, what you been drinking already?
Nothing. I just took, I don't drink, but my cousin gave me this shot on Christmas. It's a little Malibu. I just took it just now on camera, so it ain't the liquor. It's only one baby shot, but I got some tequila. I got Patron in the refrigerator. Let me get that.
You know them little shot things that we won for Christmas? The
glasses?
Peppermint, no, the peppermint thing. That junk make any drink, any shot taste phenomenal. Girl,
So I'm gonna have to add that. I'm gonna have to add that with that Patron I got left in and make me a real. Listen, by 10 o'clock, I might go get that drink. Okay.
I need me a drink.
So how's everybody doing? How's everybody week so far?
Oh Lord, those children of the corn. That was cool though. They I was real laid back this week. I said Monday, y'all, it's on and popping.
What day did you go back to work?
Wednesday.
Okay.
My kids went back Monday.
We're also
But
doing.
they also got out earlier than we did.
Welcome,
what you mean?
Because we didn't get out till Wednesday, and I think Broward got out before Wednesday.
Oh,
yeah, they break was longer than ours.
They went back
Lavender Color from New York.
You're in New York?
Yeah, he's in New York. He's on a mini vacation.
Real white
I
castle.
told him he in New York and he got time to talk to us little folks. Cause
we don't eat on camera. We do not eat on camera.
I wouldn't know none of y'all. I wouldn't know none of y'all.
We love you, Donnell, for coming. Hey, come on. He didn't leave, did he?
Actually, Anya, I was trying to get into that Castle Burger that they
No,
have
I'm
in
here.
New York, honey.
No.
I was eating every bite he was taking. I'm on a diet over here. You just fucked up my whole
Well, we
eatery.
don't eat live anymore. We say that. Only thing we eat is we drink, we eat ice, and that's it.
We eat
I'm
ice.
ice. My ice is ready.
Hey, Kamal, thank you for the
The ice ain't gonna get it.
Sorry.
Don Allen, thank you for sharing your meal with me. Cause
Let me share my ice,
I'm
y'all.
hungry.
I got some good. Y'all, that's the good ice from the countertop. Y'all see that? Gold lick on that. All the ice lovers.
Okay. All the
you know,
liquor.
I like some ice.
Darnice talking about I'm making them hungry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Okay.
I was all in your mouth.
Okay.
I was too. That's why I was looking like, where you?
You know what? I got a parent texting me. Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna call this parent right quick.
No problem. Do you?
Yeah, y'all know the first couple of days when you trying to like tone up, cause the body ain't gonna get all the. But like, honey, the first couple of days, boy, anything you see, you be like, yes, I want some of that.
Right.
What? You're on a diet?
Man, listen, I'm finna get so snatched. It's actually a lifestyle. I'm gonna be snatched, okay?
Okay.
And
So what's
gathered.
your lifestyle?
All right. There's nothing wrong with changing the lifestyle, especially for the better.
Hey.
Look, they can't take you now. So if you get snatched, I know. Oh my God.
If you can't take me now, listen. I can see y'all a whole slideshow with me and Junior was club hopping every night, okay?
Okay.
I miss days like that.
Yes.
Okay. Can't do that shit no more.
It's $5 Friday, y'all.
Oh, I can. Don't get it twisted.
It's $5 Friday for those of you that's watching that would like to help and support the channel. By all means, you can do so. Our Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You don't have to, but if you do, we'd greatly appreciate it. Every dollar counts. $5 Friday. Fine nigga Friday. Hey.
Let me call and see where my brother-in-law. Hello, Adrian. Where you there? Yeah, you need to come get Tony. Oh, I'm telling.
She's a whole mess. Just gather me right quick.
She didn't just gather you, she sent you.
Yes. Well, listen. We have a question of the day. Is Lexi still with us? I don't see him.
I'm here.
Okay. Question of the day. If friends who are like family, y'all raised together as kids, can they ever cross and become sex partners?
Wait, what did you say?
Your friend who was raised as family.
Okay, Wick.
Can they ever cross over and become sex partners?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lovers, husbands, wives.
Yes.
I think that might be one of the perfect choices. You're already yoked.
I think
you're weird together.
But the only thing about that, y'all will date when you young, like younger, and then if you date when y'all younger, when you grow up, you be like, I want to try some new stuff.
What did that come in on?
And she all smiles, bad good in between. She gave.
Girl, after I hung up with the parent, my neighbor knocking on the door. You need help with his phone. I'm not your girlfriend. It's not my job to help you with nothing, player. I told you I'm doing something. I'm in the middle of a show. Anybody got time for that?
He trying to get in.
Question of the day.
Okay, I know that's right, neighbor. Slide in where you can get in.
You trying to
No,
get
he
in?
trying to get in. He trying to get in his ass. If friends who are like family can they ever cross over and become sex friends? Honey, I got some stories for you. Okay, Tayama, you remember Steve?
Oh yes, I remember getting
That's
kicked
my
out
dad.
my
That's
apartment. Listen,
my,
I got kicked
my
out my
god. That was my
apartment,
god,
y'all.
but mama was best friend's son.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. What you
Nah,
making that
brother.
face
Mama,
for?
you
We ain't
letting
no
Steve spend the
blood. We ain't
night
no
tonight?
kin. We ain't no kin. We wasn't related.
See what I told you, Tony?
Ain't
Let me
no
tell you,
blood. Ain't
they
no
was
mix.
Tony. They
I
was a
told you,
whole
Tony.
mess.
I think I was thinking about what Juicy said earlier. Actually, I think the person that is your friend that grew up like family, you know them the best.
Right.
So once you grow old enough to date or get married or become partners, then I think that would be your best bet, because now you know this person. You know this person got your best interest because they've proven that through the years.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I was
Right.
meaning by it. You yoked already. You're
Ah,
going through
ah.
the fire together.
She be killing me with this whole yoke. I don't want to be yoked. It's
Yeah.
just doing something for the moment.
Well, you know,
I,
everybody don't want to just stay a sinner.
I swear. You see me on some rainbows and
Sinners have souls
unicorns.
too.
I want to live in that world you live
yeah,
in.
that's
You
what she
live in it
did.
right.
That's
That's
She
what
live on
Juicy
a
what
whole
living in.
different
Rainbow.
planet.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
what she did.
if we ain't blood, if we ain't blood,
Let me tell you.
or
I
you
know
ain't
some
dating
people
none of
that
my friends, you fair game.
Hey Kia.
listen.
Hey,
It's some
Kia.
people that be like, how far along down the cousin line? They don't give a darn.
I ain't
Right.
dating no cousins now. That's
I ain't
ridiculous.
dating nothing that look like me.
Kamal says
All black people look alike.
ain't no
No, I'm talking
friend.
about like family, girl. Not
Kamal
literally
Kamal
look
said,
like me.
"Ain't no friend. It's just females. I have teeth. I have to smash it.
I haven't smashed yet.
Or I haven't smashed it.
Oh yeah, y'all. Before we move further, I want to tell y'all something on this. I meant to say it at the beginning. Let's send out prayers and comfort to Kamal and his wife. They both are just getting through COVID. He didn't tell us he was going through it. But yes, Kamal and his wife have both been, she doesn't have COVID, but she was sick and Kamal had it, and he's just now getting back to strength. He just shared that with me and Tony Thursday morning.
We praying for you, Kamal.
Praying for you,
Yeah.
come on. We praying for you, brother.
When I tell y'all this new COVID, I don't know what this shit is, but this junk jumps on you. Like people I know that don't have people in their face, like Melvin. You not finna get up in his face, so like, honey, this new COVID, y'all better just be careful. This new COVID ain't no joke.
Hello.
I also
Hello.
Thursday, it was Thursday. My nephew just passed away from COVID.
Oh my
Oh, man.
Lord.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I knew he had it, and then last Sunday he went to the hospital because he also had an aneurysm, not an aneurysm, but an abscess in the middle of his throat. And he went to the hospital because he was having a hard time breathing. And after they did whatever they did to the aneurysm, he was in the hospital a couple more days, and he went into cardiac arrest because he was already having a hard time breathing with the COVID. And he succumbed to COVID.
Kia says,
How
please
old
pray
was
for
he?
my safety.
Go ahead, Juicy.
How old was he?
Kia said, "Pray for her safety."
One
Okay.
one was I think he was 48 or 49.
Your nephew?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Girl, that don't matter.
43.
I don't see people who got nephews the same age as them, depending on how
I
old
know.
their
I was
siblings
just
are.
listen.
Oh.
My son is the same way. I was just asking. I ain't no judgment. My son got nephews older than him, older than me.
Yeah.
That might not be true.
But to the question of the day, I just had told Tony
Hey, Remedy.
crew that most people feel like if you're not blood, there is no no limit on who you can and can't date. But if you like a female friend of mine, once I put you in that zone, that's why I don't try to put a lot of women in be friend zone, because I don't know how a person may feel 6 years down the line or how I may feel 6 years down. Now I'm friend zoned you. I'm calling you sis, cuz, and now these feelings done came over me. And now I can't cross that barrier. No, don't motherfucking call me your bruh. I ain't your bruh. But
Okay.
if
Tony,
I do,
he just
hold
fucked
on.
up. So why is my name Sis?
Because we don't go together.
But he want to see the scars, though.
No.
He want to see the scars. Tell me, look. He want to see the scars.
I was checking for the bruises.
Whatever, checking for titty nipples. Come on, saying sorry for your loss, man. God wrap his comedy arms around the family. Beverly said prayers up to everyone that is going through. Beverly said prayers up to everyone.
Thank you, prayers. Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you.
So sorry for
But
your loss.
for me,
no. Hi, Miss Sharon.
Hey, Miss Sharon.
Thank you.
Long time no see, Miss Sharon. Where you been? Kia said, I do not feel good. How to get over migraine. Okay, so it depends on where's your migraine at, Kia. Where your migraine at?
Yeah, I be trying to stop her, but her mouth be gone before I get catch.
No, because I'm saying because depending on where it's located at on the head, I got home remedies. I like to deal with that too. I'm not trying to be funny. I told you what I say. I wasn't being nasty, okay?
She's not.
I think when you.
I would ask the same question before I answered.
Shut up, child, Juicy.
Well, I'm
between her and Legacy, they be ready for you.
As a homeopathic doctor,
but they stay ready.
That, I was covering for you, saying I would ask the same question. I ain't gonna shut up. She need to tell us where her migraine at and if she wants some kind of help.
I thought she might got a migraine in her head. You thought, Juicy, I thought she was trying to say, like Jam was trying to say, like I was trying to say something nasty. That's why I said shut up.
No. I said I would have asked that same question if I was gonna answer her. So I was saying to T Savage that was right.
She said in the front and side of my left side hurt. I took my medical medicine she might have meant.
But I tried that. I tried that dating. I tried that dating a friend, and it went left. And I ain't going back that way no more because. And the crazy thing is, she was my friend. Me and her birthday was on the same day, and we had been friends since 7th grade all through high school. And we got about our junior or senior year, she wanted to know. She wanted to try. And I had a girlfriend, and she still said she. So
that wasn't even your bad. You wasn't the one that messed up. It was her.
Right. So I kept, and the thing is, Tiama, she used to help cloak for me. Like if I wanted to get out because she was my homegirl, my girl didn't mind me going hanging out with her because she knew we were like sisters and brothers. But through her journey of me and her being close, she had a son. And when she had a son, her baby daddy didn't never really do nothing for the child. So me being a street nigga at that time, I was the one helping. I was buying Pampers and formula because that was my sister. That was my homegirl. But what I didn't know was, I'm doing it because this is like a sister home or a cousin or a homegirl. I didn't realize that, that she was getting attached to me in that type of way. And
attached, all right.
I remember we had never had sex. Thank you, ma'am. And I never forget. It was like October 1995, 1996. She called me and she was like, "Look, I just want to have sex with you one time." And I was like, "No, we don't." But before we got to that, this is how close we used to be. We were so close, like brothers and sisters, that her mama and daddy would let me spend the night at their house because she had a brother that was like a year or two younger than me. And we all used to sleep in the same bed and all of that. And
now that Melanie
she used to get up in the morning.
Real hot girl shit.
We used to get up in the morning, and after she used to go in there and take her shower and things, she didn't have a problem like coming in the room while I'm playing the game and get dressed, and she already be in her panties and bra, and I'd be like, "Girl, go put on some clothes." But one night we went and hung out. No, I didn't know what time it was because I don't look at my sister, so she could have walked 100 times in front of me, and I still wouldn't have seen her. So
let me tell you, no matter how much we call each other sister and bro, a girl, no, y'all ain't fooling me.
Y'all ain't blood.
Well, I'm gonna try to finish this story right quick. So one day I was in the bed, sleep at their house, and she came in the room about 2:00 in the morning and woke me up. And when you halfway sleep, somebody talking to you, you really don't remember. But she told me, "I need to talk to you." I said, "About what?" She said, "I don't want this to mess up our relationship."
This pussy.
I'm like, "What?" She was like, "I'm in love with you." So when I heard, I was like, whatever. And I went back to sleep for about 5 minutes. And you know how you think about something while you're sleeping? I remember that. I woke up and she wasn't there. So that morning when I got up, we had the 8 brothers and everything. We was back in the room, all of us was talking. And she looked at me and she say, "So you just gonna act like you don't remember what I told you last night? You ain't got nothing to say about that?" I said, "Say about what?" She say, "You didn't remember me telling you that I was in love with you last night?" I said, No, you can't be in love with me. We friends. We like brothers." And she was like, "Yeah, I know." And she was like, "I just want to do it one time." And I was like, "No, we can't cross that line." Well, about a month and a half went down. She's asking me. She had done planned everything out for us to sleep together. So she called me. She was like, "I'm at my sister's house." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I want you to come spend the night with me." And I was like, "Well, listen, I got a girlfriend. If we do this, it's just gonna be one time, right?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." So we messed around. So
what does mess around mean? Y'all fucked?
Yes, I put it in her life.
Okay.
When I say I put it in her life, I gave her everything I had, everything. I gave her the tip and the back of the tongue and the tip and the back of the penis.
Okay.
So after we had sex like 3 times that night. So the next morning she go home and I'm thinking we back to being friends. But we not. From her point of view. So I didn't talk to her for about like a month. So I ended up dating another girl, and me and this girl started dating. That was in October. We started dating, and me and this girl dating all the way up to like January. And when we dated, I ended up living with her sister. I ended up living with my best friend's sister. And when we were living together, I'll never forget, it was right before Christmas. because I was not talking to Moon. Oh shit! Because I was not talking to her. I wasn't home over the Christmas break. She went in my room and cut up all my goddamn clothes.
Wait, Darnisha said, was the head good?
Well, I just told you she went and started cutting up all my goddamn clothes. And so when I finally came back from my Christmas vacation, I found out that she cut up all my clothes. So in January, I still hadn't talked to her. So in January, I was living with her sister, and me and my friend, my girlfriend at that time, was at her sister's house, and we was in there in my room. So I get a knock at the door, and it's her. And she was like, I need to talk to you. I was like, what you need to talk about? She was like, what we gonna do about this situation? I was like, what situation? She was like, the situation where you gotta leave all these chicks alone.
I'm sorry, Legacy. I'm sorry, Legacy. Hey, Denise, thank you for joining us. Welcome. God, that's my girlfriend, Denise. Back in the day.
For sure. Hey, Miss Denise. So she got mad because I told her I just wanted to be friends. She didn't even want to be friends no more. And she ended up like burning up my clothes and shit because I told her that I was cool with my situation and I didn't want to be I didn't want to have sex. I didn't want to be in a relationship with her. And she knew I had a girlfriend. So I'm not crossing no friend zone, especially when I know how you are. I know I done help you, you know what I'm saying, play niggas. I done help you, you know, get out of situations with your baby daddy and things like that. And you know how I am. I don't want to be no friends with somebody I know is a cheater, somebody I know is a play. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go through that. Regardless if we friends for a reason. I'm not trying to lock in with somebody who done grew up with me and know a lot of my tactics and a lot of my tricks. I know a lot of your tactics and tricks. We ain't gonna never trust each other.
Darnisha said it was too good. Dang, she was hooked.
And I was 17, 18 then. It's good in season now.
Well, my rebuttal on your situation, Legacy, was, first of all, when she stepped to you and said she want to try it one time, and you contemplated it and you did it, there was two wrongs. Because the first fact is you was in a relationship already.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you're supposed to say no.
I tried. I did.
No, ain't no try. It's no. Period.
I tried for months.
And then try for some more months until it go to the years. No, it's no. Because can't nobody make you take down your pants and take your penis.
Well, you're exactly right on that. But being 17 and being a horn dog.
Being a whore?
Horn dog, never said whore. But being 17, tight. But being 17, Tony, and my mission was to try to get as much pussy as I could. After me telling her for 3-4 months, no, I felt weak.
So did you go? What did you tell your girlfriend?
I never told her none of it because nothing needed to be told because it stopped.
So you don't think she needed to know that you cheated on her?
Go to commercial.
Do we have a letter for today?
Oh. Yes, we have a letter. I sent it to your email.
Y'all ready?
No.
Always ready.
You have it?
Yeah, hold on.
We was kind of still discussing legacy situation.
I'm doing like
It
a
just
thousand
see-
things
it
back
just-
here. Grandma done called, my neighbor done called. I'm just doing a bunch of stuff. Just let me know when you're ready. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Legacy, because y'all had got quiet, so I thought y'all
Get
would have
yourself-
moved on. Darnisha said,
but
"Was
Tony,
the pussy?"
I mean-
Hold on, Darnisha said, "Was the pussy wet when you came out?" I mean,
Anisha, don't you be
hey,
able to
that bitch was juicy like juicy.
Anisha, don't you be able to play in your pussy?
No, you ain't gonna do it. She say she get out the soft porn, verbal soft porn, okay?
Okay.
But now I'm gonna be honest with you, because I wanted to make a first impression. And I'm gonna admit it on here. Y'all hearing it first? Don't nobody know this, but I'm gonna admit it first. That was the first time I ever ate ass.
Like groceries.
Like I was at the soup kitchen and wasn't gonna get nothing for the rest of the afternoon.
And what Janae Oko said, I might let your boy show for me, but the guy eat the booty like groceries.
So and I didn't, to be truthful, I didn't know at that time the significance of what that was doing, you know. So being 17, just trying new shit. The first time I did it, it was with her. So I was like, you know, I didn't know if that had something to do with it or not, but you know, later on in life, you know, you find out other people were eating ass, and I was like, I guess I wasn't in a you know, oh Lord.
Alexi, that's not special. You just a freak.
Well, I didn't think I was special. I just thought that I did something special. But yeah,
freaks
so
are my friend.
And so, you know, I mean, what do y'all think at that age doing that? Was that something that could have enhanced the craziness?
Well,
I'm glad I didn't encounter that when I was at those ages.
Definitely enhance the craziness, because what happens when you have sex with a person, male or female, is for you as a man, you just saw it as putting another number on your notch on your belt, or add another, whatever, to say, okay, well, I went from 13 girls to 14 girls, from 14 girls to 15 girls. You
Right.
You added another number on your notch, and it meant nothing to you other than that. It was just an accomplishment to you. It was a trophy. It was a medal of honor. But for females, what happens when you have sex with a female is emotionally and spiritually, she become a part of you. So she's almost
That
like
one time?
That's all it takes is one time. That's all it takes is one time. So from a sexual experience, from a soul, spiritual standpoint, she had become connected to you. That's why I wouldn't even bust out your windows and shit.
We gonna knock the windows out your walls.
But at 17, Tony, I didn't know that doing, just like you say,
Uncle Tony, you know your niece a freak.
But I didn't know at 17. You know, I had older cousins that would tell me growing up, oh, you eat that pussy, they'll go crazy, they'll never leave you. So I wanted to master the art of eating pussy because I didn't want nobody to leave me.
But you didn't mind leaving them.
So I was doing it. I was doing it just to see if that was a true statement that they were talking about. But when I tried the other thing, it was just something that I was in a freak zone, and I just tried it. And you know, the look on her face was like, nigga, what is going on? And I pinned it on down. And I just did what I did, and it was just something
Y'all
new
waiting
for
for
me.
waiting
And
on
I ain't
me?
never, I never.
Y'all waiting on
What
me?
did you do?
He talking about,
I
huh?
can't
I
hear.
missed it. I had to get off and I missed it. What's so freaky?
Because at
I
17,
mean, I was just saying,
yes.
at 17, that was
Wait, huh?
At 17, you
at
just learned how to ski.
17 was the. What did you say, Tony?
At 17, you just learned how to ski, and already you eating booty and ass. Pussy in
Yes.
Wow.
But that was the first time that I had tried it, and that was with my friend, and I just didn't know the ramifications of being able to do that type of stuff would cause backlash. I didn't think that she was gonna, because she already knew I had a girlfriend. I didn't think she was gonna be burning up my clothes and cutting the left side of my goddamn sleeves off my shit. I didn't know none of that because I ain't think I was just going along giving her what she wanted and what she asked me for.
Mm.
So have you
So
learned that?
yes, I won't sleep with my friends. I won't sleep with nobody that I look at like family.
Make his face crazy. Demisha.
Danisha, you're in timeout. Go stand in the corner.
So I mean, so let me ask you something, Tony. Let me ask the crew. At 17, was the first time I ate ass? Was I wrong for eating the ass?
You was wrong because you didn't know what the ramifications were.
But do anybody know the ramifications of what they doing? You know, during sex. At that time, everybody's trying to please everybody.
I'm just glad I didn't bump into you at that age because I'd probably still be up under the prison.
Okay.
So Tiama, you don't think I supposed to have ate booty at 17?
I don't know what you was supposed to be doing at 17.
You
I'm
did
just
what you
glad
were
that
supposed
wasn't
to
a
be
part
doing.
of my life at 17. Because
Yes,
I was already stupid. So, honey, you would have added more pressure on top of what I was doing. Oh, I'm going to jail.
He'll say, yes, you was wrong because why?
Right. Like at 17, that's not what we were doing. Like,
But how would you even know to do that? That's
right.
what I'm
Like,
saying.
where'd that come from?
Porn.
Right. So yes, you were
I had
wrong.
to be
'cause
every
you
bit
weren't
of
watching porn
28
at 17.
when that happened to me. Like every bit of 28. And I was like, what the fuck?
But I saw it on porn. So I just brought it out of my bag.
But at 17, why was you watching?
He wanted to be a porn star.
At 17, I started having sex at like 17, 18.
Well, if the anaconda fits, go ahead, Chad.
This is what we
Did Kia get her remedy for her headache?
No.
No.
So I recommend acupuncture for the frontal lobe of the headache, and on your left hand, in between your thumb and your pointer, where the crease of your hand.
Well, if he was visible, you could show her.
See right there, that crease. Right in there, you want to pinch in there. Let's see if I could show it. I don't have nothing holding my camera. I'm on my phone. Right in there. You'll apply pressure and you'll hold it for 15 seconds and release. You don't want to apply pressure that's painful, just enough to stimulate that nerve. How to make sure you're on the right point is you rub the area and hold it. And if you feel where you feel the throbbing, then you're on the right point of the nerve. And the headache of the frontal is right there in the middle where I was showing you.
Kia says, why you put your mouth on somebody's ass? You a freak. I understand you see porn, but eat ass? Shit come out of there.
like at 17, we weren't thinking about that. We were thinking like how she's thinking, not it's gonna be good and feel fun.
At 17, didn't even know ass was even optional.
Yeah, it was off limits.
Well,
Didn't even know that was an option at all.
If you're eating it and if you're enjoying it, there's only about a 2-inch split from the asshole and the vagina hole.
Oh Lord.
I am not going there with you. Can we have letter for the day? P Savage?
Kia said they're gonna call you shit mouth.
Oh.
Sorry, this boy
Well,
don't care, Kill.
They gonna call him Doodoo Brown. Doodoo Brown.
Kill. Let me tell you something. Don't be calling me out my name because ain't nobody taking the time to graze the crack of yours.
Oh Lord. Lordy Lord.
Shots been fired.
Pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
Wow. Well, that does it for the question of the day. I guess we all answered it.
I guess I'm mad too, Kia. Me and you, I feel you, Kia.
Okay. Let's go to our next segment.
Hold on, Juicy, how many men you done stopped from grazing the crack?
You, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown.show@gmail.com.
Savage.
All righty. Dear ATL family and friends, Happy New Year and hope and pray 2022 is everything you could imagine. I've been in a beautiful relationship for about 15 years. 10 of these years we've been married. We have 2 beautiful children. Everything is perfect in our relationship with the exception I have always had the desire to have multiple wives, but don't know how to bring it up in conversation. Not even sure how my wife will feel about it. I am a medical doctor and can afford multiple ladies. Am I being greedy, selfish, or realistic? ATL ho, what should I do? What you should have done was had a conversation before you married the woman. That's what you should have did.
I missed the beginning, and I want to make sure he.
I have been in a beautiful relationship for about 15 years. 10 of these years, I have been married. We have 2 beautiful children. Everything is perfect in our relationship with the exception I have always had the desire to have multiple wives, but don't know how to bring it up in conversation. Not even sure how my wife will feel about it. I am a medical doctor and can afford multiple ladies. Am I being greedy, selfish, or realistic? ATL ho.
Yeah, you gave the right answer. That's the topic before marriage.
Right. How to fudge?
Because you know what? The thing about it is men want multiple wives, but the woman is the one who's supposed to be picking the wives because the wife is supposed to be her helpmate.
Not her helpmate, his helpmate.
No, a wife is supposed to be her helpmate. That is
when
the purpose of multiple
Juicy?
wives.
Hold on. I'm just asking because I don't know. When did they come out with this bylaw that if a wife add another woman to the group, that person, both if they're gonna be 2 wives, both of them supposed to be his helpmate. Not I'm gonna get you and bring you in so you can be my helpmate. That mean that's
Legacy.
her wife, not his wife.
No,
Legacy. That's what your sister said when she came on here. That's
What?
What she
exactly
said?
what Athena said. What's her
Little
name?
bit.
Ethany. Yep.
Yeah,
So
I agree with you. She did.
so the point of a help wife, I think a lot of people misunderstand, is to help the duties of the wifely duties. So in return, yes, she will be for him, but they are to get along. She is supposed to be who that wife is supposed to be able to work with. So the existing wife is to pick her sister who's going to help her take care of their husband. Not he
I guess.
pick who he's attracted to. It's not about his
Listen.
attraction. It's about the wife needing help.
If I'm married, Juicy,
the
if I'm
religion.
married,
That's been the culture and the way of that culture for I learned of it over 20 years ago. Today,
what culture?
having multiple wives.
Well, now a part of this I will agree with you on, because even in Islam, the etiquette of Al-Islam says that if you can have multiple wives, you are supposed to be able to financially take care of and physically deal with both of these women at the same rate, at the same level. But there's nowhere I've read where it says that the woman picks the person, the man picks it. Now, the man can't make that woman his wife until the wife agrees that this person is significant enough for her to allow to come into the family. But I've never read where the woman go pick the man's mate, because she may go get something that he's not attracted to, but because she's a better fit for her, she may not get nobody that's gonna satisfy that man.
And vice versa.
Right.
Well,
go ahead, Tony.
I feel that with this letter, going back to the letter, that should have been a discussion that you should have had with this young lady prior to getting married. And the problem with most men these days, or any time, is most men see women as a prize, or you conquered the pussy. So when you approach a woman, you keep the conversation to a minimum. You tell her what she needs to know, not what she should know, or what you want her to know, rather. So you keep the conversation very limited, just enough to reel her in and get what you want, and that's the pussy, the prize. But in all actuality, you should be able to tell her, look, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm the type of nigga that I like multiple girls or multiple wives, multiple bitches, or whatever, however you want to word it, and give her the opportunity to say, well, okay, well, I'm cool with that. Because sometimes I don't feel like being your girlfriend, so you can go over to Sally house or Crystal house or Karen house or whoever, or if we all live in the same house, go to their room or whatever. But let her have the opportunity to say yay or nay, and then the problem with men don't want to tell the truth up front is because they're fear that she's gonna say I'm not with it, and he looks
exactly.
So he looks at it as a loss, but it's not a loss. It's just making you that much closer to your victory. It's like marketing and sales. For every 100 customers you ask, you may only get one yes. So if you look at it as 99 people telling you no, that's just getting you closer to your yes. So go ahead and tell the truth to these ladies. Just let her say no, and guess what? That's getting you closer to your yes. So once you get your yes, boom, now you have one in your harem. Ask 99 more, and then one gonna say yes, boom, now you have two in your harem.
That's a lot of work.
I mean, what is 99 or what is 2 or 3? But I'm saying, if whoever say no, they're not the ones part of your tribe. They're not for you. But once you get your yeses, whether it's 5 yeses or 2 or 3 yeses, now you got 3 that's a part of and willing to share and don't mind those other 2 or 3 women.
But Tony, everything you said was very nice, and it was and it was right in that same universe that Juicy live in.
Well, no. So according to the Bible, when they were speaking of when Abraham had multiple wives, he picked up another wife because Sarah told him he should. That's saying Sarah picked the wife.
No, listen, that is true. But also, before you speak that, Juicy, you have to understand that he went against God's word because God told him to be still, that he was going to give him a child. He went against God's word because he was supposed to have waited till God did what he did to Mary to Sarah. And he did not wait. He went with what his wife told him to do, which was take Hagar and sleep with her. That is what brought about Ishmael, because a lot of people will not pay attention that Isaac is not the first child of Abraham, is Ishmael. And the bottom line is, God didn't tell. God told him to wait. He was going to do something special for him. And his wife told him, due to the fact that she thought because she was so old and her body had dried up that she could not produce child, she allowed him to sleep with his helpmate, which was his servant, and he slept with her because his wife gave him an okay. She didn't go out and say, "Oh, this is the one that was closest to him in his house." So this is why Ishmael, yes, it's in the Bible. This is why Ishmael is cast out and not talked about as the first child of Abraham, because he was supposed to not be there in the first place. After he went against God's word, God still forgave Abraham because he wasn't supposed to have to listen to his wife. He was supposed to have to listen to God. The same way Adam was supposed to have to listen to Eve, and we probably wouldn't be kicked out of heaven, right out of the Garden of Eden right now. But he listened when you fall weak by listening to the women.
So then the scenario that you're playing out is it's wrong and they shouldn't do it. Now,
Do what?
Muhammad have multiple wives.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, because even in the Bible, David had multiple wives, multiple kings, multiple kings, all of those. So it wasn't wrong. But what was wrong was, it wasn't wrong.
But you just said it was wrong.
When I said, maybe I'm gonna go a little slower.
You're saying it was wrong because he did it based off of going against what Sarah said instead of waiting as God said. So,
exactly.
Okay. I hear that. Now, that still is what formed the foundation of the wife picks the wife.
Listen, I did not disagree. I didn't disagree with you on that.
You asked me did the rule come from, and I was pointing out
I'm
to
asking
you, and that's where I was showing to you where I got it from. I got it from the protocol of what I was taught when it comes into having multiple wives, because I was asked to be a multiple wife before, and that was one of the things that was told. Like, she didn't want me, he wanted me. She didn't
exactly. Exactly. So had he would have picked you and she wanted you, it would have enhanced that picking. But at the end of the day, even if she wanted you and he didn't want you, then the relationship still wouldn't have taken place because you wouldn't have been able to satisfy him.
But the point wasn't for satisfying him. It was for bringing forth what the need of the family is. And
that's not the way men, Juicy. That's not the way men look at that.
Well, you know what? We already know men from Mars.
Say what, Tony?
That's what a helpmate is. What does the family need to run this empire?
But I hear what you're saying, but that's not the way men look at it. We don't look and you say it all the time, Tony. Men don't look at that situation. And if I'm a king at this time, the only thing I need a woman to do is take dick.
And see, that's funny because Muhammad, he grew old and he married his last wife. Her name was Aisha, and he married her when she was like 12 years old. But he married her because she was a child and he was back in a child state of mind, and he wanted company to keep him company in his state of being. It was his need. It wasn't a sexual thing. It was about what they need at that time. and the other
Was you
women
thinking,
had duties. She
Juicy?
needed to
Was
be
you
there to
thinking
keep
about
him
sex?
company.
Was you thinking about sex at 12?
No, I don't think about
Okay,
sex at
so
44.
if I'm 12 and I don't went from a grown man back to a child's mind state of mind, all I'm looking for is a playmate. But as a grown man entering entering the mindset of sex, the vast majority of men will tell you, and Tony said all the time, men with money and business about themselves, they don't give a damn if a woman make $1 million a year. If he makes more than that and he's on his shit, he's not counting her money. Because he can take care of himself and her. But
But
at that time, all he's thinking about is how many times can she make me ski.
that man there, that's not one living and trying to do, like, he's living his own, like you say, I'm in my own world. He on his own world.
But what we're saying, Legacy, is based on the biblical terminology and the definition of the helpmate. You look and see what's the need of this household, and if let's say the wife chooses wife number 2 because let's say she could weave good and make clothing, so that's gonna bring clothing into the house and fabric or whatever. So that's what the household needs to move forward. So that's her need. That's what she's bringing forth to the empire.
Again, who do you think chose that?
Well, it's supposed to be the one who need the help, and his reward and being the breadwinner and the one who can provide for the household, he gets rewarded with his needs personally, and there's no right.
What is his need? What is his need? What is his need?
His personal needs are whatever he wants. He may be like Muhammad and want to do a puzzle.
You don't have a need at 12. You are a child. So when you keep referring back, Juicy, when you talk about, listen, Mama, when you're talking about Alice, when you're talking,
marry her for her need. He married
the man. Listen, Juicy, in Alice Lum, sweetie, this is something that I know. I know this Bible, and I know Alice Lum, and at that state of mind, he had done reverted back to a child. And his wives were not his wives and concubines would not play with him like a child.
So
that's what I just said.
That's what you just said. Based on his
needs,
not the child's need. Based on his need. So that's why he chose that child.
He didn't choose nothing. He wasn't in his right state of mind.
No, the women chose her because she fit best to be. They liked her.
So again, he
needed.
So again, if I'm going through Alzheimer's, even though it's or dementia, even though it's a slow process that takes place, as I start to deteriorate mentally, my mental thoughts that I normally can comply on and do different things on, yes, then you start to take over my decision making. But no woman prior to Muhammad at that age of him being in the right state of mind made any decisions. Because in Al-Islam, women don't make decisions.
Well, I guess Aisha brought forth change.
No, somebody over him who knew he wasn't in his right state of mind brought forth change, meaning they overstepped their boundaries.
I didn't read that.
No, I'm just saying if we're going to dig into it, because that's how you're digging into it, saying that he made a decision at the mental capacity of a 12-year-old again, that he wanted a 12-year-old wife.
He made the decision. That's not what I said. I said his wife picked her. You're
so
saying
therefore,
he picked them.
Again, everybody up until he was that age, Juicy, he picked.
That's not how I read it.
Let me show you something. I'm gonna go biblically one more time. Remember when, you know why David fell out of good graces with God, and he was a man after God's own heart. You know why he fell out of good graces with God?
Why?
Out of all the wives he already had, out of all the concubines he already had, he had a great captain in his army named Uriah. And Uriah had probably the most beautiful wife in the whole kingdom. And one day David was up in his castle and he looked out and seen Bathsheba in the water taking a bath. And he marveled at her beauty and how fine she was. And he sent for her to come to him and lay with him.
That's adultery, fornication.
Which God did not give Bathsheba to David. So by him, so what he did, he ended up getting Bathsheba pregnant. And once Uriah, which is his captain of the army, David also sent Uriah to the front of the battlefield where he knew that Uriah would get killed. And Uriah did end up getting killed in the battle, and David took Bathsheba and married her and made her one of his wives and concubines. Because at the end of the day, he made the choice. None of the wives and concubines he had under him told him he could not have her.
You kind of sealed what I was saying, but I'm gonna go with, yeah. The dude in the letter, if you haven't learned anything from what we said, you're a little too late on choosing multiple wives because you already chose one.
Now, I agree with everybody on the podcast that said that should have been a discussion that you had with your wife before you decided to marry her. Because obviously, you feel that because you make enough money and you can financially take care of more than just your wife, that's your reasoning for deciding that you can take on another woman. So you should have never married her because you're never going to be complete having one woman. Maybe later on down the line, depending on what age you are. But right now, you're going to cause more problems and end up losing more money, because if she divorced you for having an adulterer, for being an adulterer and having an affair, you won't have that same amount of money to play with after she walk away with alimony and child support.
Right. And a rabbi banned it to be unlawful and ungodly. And a couple of the reasons were because of one of the things we're supposed to do as people. And I think the reason why David fell where he fell in the grace of God is because you're not supposed to anger your brother or be angered. And if he does something like that, adultery, that's going to anger someone. And the same with having multiple wives. If you're doing it for selfish reasons instead of for the help, that creates a jealousy, which is a infirmity that will make the women have against each other, and that too is another sin. And God doesn't want you to create disform inside of a home. He wants you to create love. So if you're not going to do something that's going to create love and unity amongst each other, it's a no-no.
I agree with that. But nowadays, if you got the most money, you can get the most pussy. We ain't living in those days. The bigger your bag is, the most subjective women are to allow you to have more than one person to be with.
And I'm gonna say, be careful, because I'm getting a little fed up with that type of energy that's going on in the world today. And I've started transitioning my prayers to sending all them people away. We need to rid the world of people who are thinking in that fashion, because that is not the way this world has kept being. And if we keep going in that hateful, selfish way of living, we ain't gonna be loving each other. And we need to keep on by love.
Well,
so
you do, Juicy. I know you read the Bible, so I know you read where it says that the prophecy reads that the world will become more wicked and wickeder throughout the generations. So all those type of prayers, you can give them up all you want to, but the prophecy has to be fulfilled in order for the end of time to take place. There's nowhere where it reads where these type of prayers would even come about, because guess what? It has to happen. It has to happen in order for Jesus or God, in order for whomever's supposed to come down to change and manifest the earth to what it's supposed to be. All of that, what we're talking about, has to take place. And that is, it also says that men will become lovers of men. And when I say that, I'm not talking about sexual. I'm talking about we become so entangled in what humanity wants for itself that we end up pushing God away and start relying on ourselves as humans. So we can make those type of prayers, and hopefully it covers you. But as far as the world, whatever's gonna happen is still gonna happen.
Have you seen the movie The Zeitgeist?
Yeah, that was one of the first things that opened my mind up.
So after the Zeitgeist speaks of after that, right?
What's the name of the movie?
It was a documentary.
Yes, a documentary that's called The Zeitgeist Story.
And its time speaks of after the Bible is over, like after the revelation of the Bible has happened, and we're moving forward into the utopia of life. And so, myself personally, I'm one that's here to usher in the utopia.
But before we get to utopia, there has to be torture, right?
It has to be. Y'all can go ahead and do it. I'm letting y'all.
That mean if you are here and utopia don't take place soon, that mean that you gonna embark on it too.
So, on another note, for the letter, so we can keep moving forward and get more conversation going. Man, you missed your chance. You missed your chance, man. And if you do it, but you might got to get you a part-time job.
Well, no, he's a medical doctor, so he can afford it.
No, but what Legacy made a good point. If she about that life and she walk out, she taking her half. They've been together 10 years. She do it.
15
She
years.
entitled. Married 10 on the book. So the marriage of 10 is what seals that deal.
Right.
He should have hit her up with that at 9. That 10-year mark seals the deal.
I think what could happen at this point is he could bring it up in conversation, like the what if or maybe what if, have those what if type of conversations just to see where her head is, because you never know. I mean,
he could groom her.
Yeah, he could groom her. He could change her. Curiosity could get the best of her. She might be willing to try it, because at the same token, it doesn't necessarily mean that she's bisexual, because I know a lot of people that are in those multiple people relationships. Sometimes the two women are not necessarily doing anything with each other. So, so it's not like they're in a bisexual relationship. They're in a heterosexual relationship because the two women are in a relationship with him, and he's in a relationship with them, but they're not in a relationship with each other. Kind of like Kevin Wesley. So if he could present it to her that way, in that fashion, and then hey, this would want an extra income and an extra help, an extra whatever she's bringing to the table, blah 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 blah.
Now I'm gonna add a twist. When you say blah 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 blah, what if her blah 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 is, what about my help? While you're busy there, what if I feel like I want some and then you already occupied and got tired?
Juicy. That's why I made the statement what I said earlier about in Al-Islam. In Al-Islam, when you take another wife, one, your wife, has to be happy with your choice and okays it with you. And you have to be able to give both of them equally. So if I slept with my wife tonight, my first wife, and my second wife wants sex, I have to be able to do that. If I go out and buy a dress or some shoes and stuff for my first wife, I have to have the same finances to do it for my second wife. If you are not financially, nor are you physically capable of doing the same for both, if both won't at the same time, you are not to take upon another woman into your fold.
So I like the way that Kevin Wesley explains it. Kevin, his two wives, the way that they explain it, and it's so perfectly. You know, they said in reality, there's no one person is going to love both of them equally because of the fact that each woman don't require 100% of his time. You know, one woman may only need him 30% of her time, and she don't need him the other 70%. Whereas one woman may need 50%. You know, whereas one woman may like cuddling and attention. One woman may not like cuddling or attention. One want to walk on the beach. One don't want to walk on the beach. You know, so they want and require different things. You know, one may be a shopaholic and like to shop. One maybe not into that. You know, so the way they explained it is you don't love them equally. You love them to where they to satisfy what they need.
Right.
Because each woman's needs is differently.
Yep.
So the way they explained it is never a situation where he had sex with one tonight and then finish and then the next one saying, well, it's my turn. No, you know, you just had sex with her, then I respect that and I can deal with that and go on to sleep. And I'm gonna go over here and read a book and, you know, maybe watch a Netflix series or whatever, and then if I'm horny, maybe tomorrow's my turn. You know, you might want to have sex with her at night or in the morning. I might be a morning sex person. She might be a night sex person. So the energy is back again. You know, it's not like it's back.
I know if my husband would have presented to me the helpmate, I would have took it.
But how would if he would have presented that to you and you embarked on that and he wants both of y'all in the bedroom at the same time, how would you have enjoyed watching him fuck another woman?
Well, we would have had to have, I guess, some stipulations because I don't need to see him, and that ain't helping me. Like, what you need me? I think they need
But see, Juicy. But listen, Juicy. Listen what I'm saying.
That's a fantasy.
Listen to what I'm saying, Juicy. Listen. Most men, I'm not gonna say every because I don't know every, but most men play out fantasies in their mind on how they want to fuck a woman before they fuck a woman. So to have that thought process, I got two women that both want to be with me. That man wants to have both of those women in the bed at the same time for he can materialize. He's actually fulfilling his fantasy. His job is to be the provider. So why could you not fulfill his fantasy?
Okay. Now to answer that question, Legacy, there's two different types of men. There's one man that wants the two women because they're the helpmates, and it has nothing to do with the fantasy. And there's one who wants the fantasy. So it depends on which man that is. If the man is a man like Legacy that wants the fantasy, and maybe he wants both of them in the bed at the same time. But like I said, if she has a man and he says, okay, well, baby, I want to bring another woman into the relationship as the helpmate, the way that this structure is supposed to be set up, and they has to have a discussion and say, okay, fine, you can bring another woman. I don't want to sleep with her. She don't want to sleep with me. I don't need to see you with her. You don't need to see her with her. And he said, okay, I'm fine. That's great. I'm bringing her because she's a helpmate. She's bringing something else to the table. So it's not about the fantasy. It's about what she's bringing to the empire.
Okay, and I got that, and I respect that. But his thing is, do you think a man went out, Tony? I wish we could. We got to learn how to do a survey poll and send this stuff out and let our male audience and female audience have a poll on this, because I guarantee you the vast majority of men are not worried about the goddamn mate being helped. They're worried about being able to fulfill their fantasy that their wife is allowing them to have another woman in the bedroom while he's pleasing her. And he don't even care that it's a helpmate.
And some of them fantasy might be just to have two women, but not necessarily at the same time.
Okay, what if my fantasy to have two men?
That was what I'm talking about.
I'm sick of y'all talking about these raggedy ass men. Fuck it. What if we want two men?
Right.
Listen, the same thing that Tony said, the same thing. You have to go out and find those individuals who are okay with that.
Because like I said, even if you're not looking up for the help or for what she can bring to the table, the fantasy might be just simply just to have two wives.
And to be able to have sex with both of them.
And no, so you still put them together. I'm still saying, what about that man that just want two wives and don't necessarily want them together? Every man don't want two women together. I've talked to men that don't want two women together.
So let's find out, Tony, so we can get this true answer. Let's see if we can find this thing.
Y'all still didn't get this man an answer to this letter.
Well, we did. We said
rambling and foolishness.
We did. We all said to him that he should have went ahead and talked to his wife about this before he got married.
And then we also, Tony said, groomer.
It also said, bring it to her attention now and see what she say, because she might be willing.
And groomer if necessary.
But what I'm saying to Lex is not all men want to necessarily sleep with two women at the same time. A lot do.
But Tony, I never said all men. I said that
I wouldn't want to do that. Fuck somebody 5 minutes ago to come in my room. Stay your ass over there for the week.
Right, you gotta come see me first.
Well, that's what I'm saying is he may sleep with Sally tonight and sleep with Keisha tomorrow.
Keisha might not.
She got it, and they both can have it.
Right.
when you don't know your worth and your self-esteem is wherever the fuck it's at, and you got daddy issues, and you got a motherfucker that want to play the head game, you'll fall for that.
Tiama, when Kevin Wesley was on the show with us,
he told you what was his credentials.
Right.
They can handle them. How long he had this lady in there? Boy, bye.
Tiama, let me ask you, when Kevin Wesley was on the show with us, and he said that he has both of his wives in the bed, he sleeps in the middle because they don't want to touch each other, but they both sleeps in the same bed with him. I can't remember when you said at any time that he was wrong, that they got daddy issues.
I need you to please go look that mic up.
You didn't say nothing,
Tiama.
Tiama.
For y'all is good for y'all. That is something I would never go for.
But everybody don't have daddy issues because they live a different lifestyle than me and you.
Let me tell you, get any strong woman to agree to that shit. Kevin Jones,
Kevin has two
both of those women strong.
It takes a strong woman to even be phantom in the idea of that too, though. But it takes a different kind of strong. I agree with you,
I don't know nothing about that type of strong. I was raised in America. They didn't teach me that.
The mental capacity would be more nonchalant, uncaring. That they don't necessarily care for the relationship. They care for their satisfaction and their personal value.
Let me tell you, Tony asked me and Drake, do we have any input on it? Did you notice me and her definitely didn't have one? Our parents was married to each other, so we don't understand and even in our lives now, we don't understand. So we can't go into graphic details.
Tiama,
you're gonna get with straight stupidity.
But listen, T, nobody's just because you're traditional and times are passing the traditional thoughts doesn't mean that you are old. Your thoughts or my thoughts of old school teachings is wrong. It just means that time has evolved and people are realizing that with time evolving, that to have more people in a household that brings in more of an income makes life a lot easier.
To this lady talking about something. He was 12 years old. He basically went back to the mindset of a 12-year-old. Listen.
Right.
I ain't got time for none of that shit. I live in the real world. I don't have time for, see, that's why I be like, I don't, listen, junk is real over here. I got a baby boy that want to run over the world. And then I got these two girls who are they growner than me. Honey, listen. That dude is with that bullshit. He bamboozled that woman.
He did.
You're not no Mormon.
He definitely did.
You're not no whatever those religions that believe in this whole foolishness, girl, just I wouldn't try her if I was you. Have that be on your bucket list when she dies.
I agree with you on that, Tim. I think, truthfully, I think he just need to let it go, because I think bringing it up to her, and when you mess around and she don't feel, nor is she willing to comply, you make her feel like you're able to step out, she'll go file for divorce for irreconcilable differences, and now all that money you talking about you making, half of it gonna go to her, and you're not gonna be looking at women the same after she raped you in that courtroom. So go ahead, since you decided to marry her. Since you decided to marry her, go ahead and enjoy that same vagina for the rest of your life, and it's okay.
Let's move on.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown@gmail.com.
That was a segment that we call Dear ATL. So yeah, if you have anything you want to say, any questions, comments, concerns, anything that's going on in your personal life and you want us to talk about it, please write your letter to Dear ATL to theanthonybrown@gmail.com. Kamal says, Tiama on tour legacy, you about to get legacy about to get burned. Okay.
Well, we both know we already talked about this early on the phone. Kamal, I'm gonna send you some tissue so you can wipe that brown stuff off your nose.
Oh shit, man. Okay, tonight's topic. When is it appropriate to have sex? And I'm gonna elaborate on that just a little bit and what I meant by that. When you meet an individual, whether it be in the mall, the church, in across school, as teenagers, as college people, whatever, when you meet a person and you establish a communication, exchange phone numbers, at what point is it okay to start having intercourse?
Well, as the Bible say, when you're married. That's my answer. Tony say fuck.
Kamal said Tiama's on fire.
Listen. I
agree with that too. I mean, you're supposed to do it when you're married.
Hold on, hey, y'all, hold on for a second. Team.
Yes.
Team ATL, let me say something, y'all. My mama just called me and said, oh my God, y'all need to talk about sister wives. Y'all need to talk about the man got 5 women. I'm like, mama, what are you doing? I'm not gonna be talking on this show if my mama watch it. I'm not gonna do it.
You know what? I need to, ma'am, I need you to come on here because I need to understand why Legacy didn't get enough whooping. Because it's apparent that you didn't give him all the whoopings he needed. Because it didn't work.
Well, the sister wife is what I was calling to help me.
Okay,
right, I know.
So when is it appropriate to have sex? When is the time other than marriage?
Hold on, y'all. Let Juicy start this one off.
You funny. Tiama already started, and I co-signed what she said. And he said, other than marriage.
Repeat it, T.
She said marriage. So other than marriage, in the bathroom or the dressing room of the department store, somebody could stand in the bag and the other one there, and it won't know that there's two people in there. You can get it on. So be married. On the side of the road while you're traveling.
Juicy, go to the side. That ain't where he at.
Like, Juicy got some fantasies.
I'm just saying where you can get it.
See what I'm talking about?
It ain't fantasy.
Well, your niece say you got to get to know the person before that. Let me tell you, with it, I say,
Janisha, let me ask.
Consensual adults, whenever, whoever, long as both of y'all agree with it, whenever y'all agree with it, it ain't got to be a time. You
That's
can meet them
exactly
today,
right,
tomorrow. If you agree, she agree, bam, ain't no problem with me.
So that could be the first night you meet.
What happened?
Yes.
So that could be the first night you meet.
Yeah.
Might be the only opportunity you get. Some people like one night stands. A lot
Well,
of
it
people
doesn't
go with
necessarily have to be a one night stand. Juicy,
know
it
people
doesn't
who
necessarily
married
have to
off
be
of
a
that.
one night stand.
No, that's what I was saying. You can stop me. I said I know people who gotten married off of that first. They saw it, they did it, and they were like, "This is what I want," and they've been together forever.
Yes. Tony, I can remember you saying that everybody is grown. And I can remember that high school shit where people had a time limit on when you should wait 2 months, you should wait 3 months. When you are grown and you already know that that's something that you want to do, you don't always look at every woman or every man and say because you got it on the first day or the first week, you may have had something that brought out something else in that individual in that short period of time that you may have been able to get it on the first day, Tony, but I couldn't get it. It took me 4 months to get it because I had to work harder because she didn't feel me the same way that she felt you.
That's true.
So there isn't a time limit on when a person should have. The correct time limit is what Tiama said is if we're going to go biblically that you should wait until you're married. But the purpose of waiting until you are married supposed to be about that. The reason is if you take a virgin and both of y'all are virgins and y'all don't know no better about sex, whether he got a 10-inch penis or a 6-inch penis, to that woman when she have sex for the first time, it's the biggest thing she ever had in her life. So she has nothing else to compare to. So,
in the bed.
Not necessarily the biggest.
And what?
Fit.
In the best because she has nothing.
But she don't know. But it is the biggest because if she haven't embarked on anything inside of her body, it is big to her.
That's right.
I said it's her
biggest
fit.
and the best because she has nothing else to compare it to.
Yeah, she becomes the
right.
For
so
him.
That's the whole. That is the whole purpose of being a virgin, is because both of y'all minds open up and fall in love with each other at the same time, because he don't know what sex is with another woman to compare your love making to, and she don't know what love making is to compare your penis size to. So that's why when sex actually happens, or the breakup finally happened with a virgin and she embark on something bigger, she no longer look at her first as her great escapade of opening. She remember him because he was, but she don't talk about that was the love or that's the best sex she had when somebody else don't stretch that furniture to the back when she used to keeping her furniture to the front.
She said that second nigga, oh my God, he tore his pussy up.
Exactly.
I believe that's the whole reason why they have that type of government over saying wait until you're married, and for those reasons, because it is going to be different each time you do it, and you don't need to be having it like that. You need to be having it with one. I feel, especially how, like Tony said, with the energy that you're exchanging, you're taking in soul ties. You're creating. When a woman receives a man, she's creating an energy that you don't need to have multiple bodies on your body.
I'll take that answer.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Juicy. I don't think men actually have soul ties because we have the penetration, but the woman, because life
You're
actually
still
ejaculates.
energy.
Huh? What'd you say,
You're
Juicy?
still transmuting energy. You're
Right,
still
but
giving off
it's not the
energy.
same because listen, listen, it has been proven that a woman can sleep with multiple men and multiple men can ejaculate inside of her. After the ejaculation, each man's DNA is in her body. When the man gets done having sex with a woman, all he has to do is get up, go to the bathroom, wipe himself clean. He can take alcohol or he can take some bleach, and the transferable DNA that is on his skin is wiped away. Your DNA, the DNA track of a man who has been inside of a woman, can be inside of her body up to 3 years after sleeping with a man.
We not talking about the cellular DNA. I said soul ties.
The energy.
But all of Juicy, if a man is
Let me tell you, when you and Juicy go at it, y'all, I be zoned because y'all be getting on stuff that I be like, where y'all going with this?
They're going somewhere on the island by themselves.
Come back. Come back.
So you don't know about soul ties?
So Tony, if you ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you what Darren feels. When them two go at it, I don't know where they be going with this.
You never heard of soul ties, Tiana?
No, I heard of soul ties. You said soul ties. Legacy talking my dead skin.
Nah, legacy, that's something.
No, I'm not talking about DNA. Because you can actually
legacy like to go raw.
No, I don't. Oh my God, how did I equate it into this conversation?
No, wait. Listen, when Legacy became my boyfriend, he made it crystal clear he used condoms.
Oh my God, when was this? Did I miss that show?
Girl, you missed it when you didn't come to the repast for Roxy. Tony, am I lying?
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
So wait,
yep.
you done had that shrimp dick?
Girl, he couldn't get up on this ride. That's why he my boyfriend.
You must be this tall to ride the ride. I knew it.
Exactly.
Oh, short ass. Legs about this long.
Listen, he didn't have on no shoes to get on this ride.
He can't even get on the ride.
She's not doing it unless she's being tested.
No, listen, girl. I had to tell this little man. I was like, listen here. You know what? Your shenanigans. I'm your girlfriend, and let me y'all listen. We playing. I need y'all to know we playing. I don't need nobody going after his throat. But
thank you,
know. He need a person with my attitude, bitch. I'm ready to go to jail. Legacy will straighten up all the way. So he's not my real boyfriend. I was messing with him. We was joking. I don't know if that's a male, female, cat, or dog. Okay. So we clear. I don't want to hear Legacy her baby daddy. I ain't get the dick to know that's my baby daddy. So we clear. Okay.
I got 3%, y'all.
Plug it in, Juice, and come back.
I don't got no box. I don't got my cord.
Juicy.
Oh Lord.
Juicy in.
Yes.
How long you knew we was having a show tonight?
Listen, okay, so what happened to me is I slipped and fell, and I'm at the hospital. I've been in the emergency room all day, and I didn't have a box when I came to the hospital. So
you laying on your box, the Juicy box.
See, you telling these people how old we is, talking about we failed and we had to go to the hospital.
Listen,
You
That
no,
was
crazy,
our
Tio.
age.
it was
Remember, I
ice.
fell. I had to go to the hospital too.
Did you? I slipped on ice.
Oh, no, I ain't slip on ice.
Yeah, it was my snow boots broke yesterday, so I had to wear my UGG boots today, and they didn't give me no grip. The lady didn't put the salt down on her driveway. She only put it to where her car was, but the rest of the driveway was just pure ice. And I slid and
Which
fell, and
said just that you ain't had no grip.
no, I had no grip. I was straight open.
It sounds like we trying to get workers' comp. That's what I
No,
hear. Workers' comp.
She
we
got
ain't
to
trying
sue
to get
herself.
workers comp. Right. This was in somebody else's yard. This wasn't my yard. This
Oh,
wasn't even on no duty. This called homeowners. But I'm not trying to get it. I'm in pain. I just had a CT scan done.
So what it said, you just getting older
No, they think I got a hairline fracture.
on your elbow?
Nope, and right here.
In the neck?
Yeah.
And you know the crazy thing is, just to
I
get on
need
that
my
for a
neck.
second, the crazy thing is you can actually be sued if you don't have the proper stuff down during snow season in your yard.
Yep.
But the thing is, Tony, for me, I just feel like when people are adults, as long as everybody is consenting to any act like that, I don't think there's a timeline on anything. I mean, I just feel like as long as everybody protect themselves, like Tiama said, and do the right thing by going to that process, then there is no timeline because some people may feel like 2 weeks is cool, a month and a half is cool, but then to the person that believes that 6 months is cool, the person that decided to have sex in a month and a half, they may look at that person as a whore. Might look at this dude as a whore because he's sleeping with people in a month and a half. Now in that month and a half, both of y'all may have already went and had HIV test done, STD test done to proving ourselves, STD free. But the person that only have sex, in a 6-month period, once she gets to know or he gets to know somebody, may still deem that considered to be fast compared to a person who been dating decide that a month and a half is their limit. A person that wait 2 weeks, they may look at that person as having sex too fast also.
The Anthony Brown Show said Juicy Cakes can't be able to use that rope.
You funny. I
Lord
need my
help
throat
us.
though. Gotta make that money, man.
You ain't gonna make no money this week.
Lord. She got a back though, Cat.
Oh, throw it back, huh?
Tell her what the back though, Cat is.
She's sitting on it. Mom says you and your family have the snow removal company going on. Extend your services, Juicy Snow Removal LLC.
I know that's right. I need to give me a snow blower. Oh man.
So you're saying there's no particular time? My thing is, because see, men always want to put women in this category, like they have sex the first night, or too soon, or she fast, or she'll slut, or she'll whore, this and that. But my thing is, if men have sex on the first night, they get a pat on the back. So my question is, if it's okay for men to have sex so fast and women can't, well, who in the fuck is the men having sex with?
Now I agree with you on that, Tony. But it goes back to it's changing. The game plan is changing now because the thought pockets are winning. So
That's who they
if
having
you
sex with then.
the thought pockets are winning because the thought pockets, and I'm not saying all women that do not give it up easy and fast, don't and don't make the man's life better. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is because men are double-minded. We want a good, wholesome woman at the house, and we also want a slut in the street. And the vast majority of good women who go about their business every day trying to be, a wholesome woman, they don't always know how to separate that. Who is it? Who was it that said, Savage, that she's a lady in the street and a freak in the sheet?
Freak in the sheet. I don't know who said it, but
Adina Howard.
I think it was Betty Wright.
Oh,
Betty Wright.
so.
I think it was Betty Wright.
Betty said it
And
first.
oh,
that's
be a
the
lady
that's
again, thick from the teeth. You can't suck your teeth to every guy you meet.
every guy you meet. It's all right to be a little sweet, but she said to be a woman in the street and in the sheet. So the vast majority of women that consider themselves, upstanding, they themselves can't see themselves allowing a man to fuck them in their ass. They themselves can't see themselves allowing their man to skeet on their face. They themselves find all of that demoralizing, not realizing that even though you're not okay with this because you look at it as a negative, your man looks at it as a fantasy. So when you don't complete his fantasy, there's a thought pocket out there that's willing to let him skeet in the back of her throat.
Why you always gotta be so graphic with it? Why it just can't be the basics?
What is the basic, Tioma?
I don't know. Don't let them hit. I don't know. Simple.
See,
like that.
A lot of people like what, Darnisha?
The freaks and nastiness, all that craziness you're talking about.
Right, because guess what? One thing we both can understand, and all of us know, that especially when it comes to women, after a while of being with a man can tell you what position this man gonna put her in first, how long the sex gonna last, and what he gonna do after he get a nut.
Yeah.
So that means that shit is some boring ass shit. I hate a boring
Right.
ass person.
So when it becomes after you've slept with a man for 10, 15, 20 years, you know what he's gonna do.
Let me tell you, I would agree with you, but I have to say that's a lie. That's what
You the one just
you
said it's
already
boring.
let me know as my boyfriend. So Anya, we not even gonna go there. After 10 years, he gonna be boring.
He gonna be
No,
born
it ain't,
after a
'cause
year.
guess what?
It ain't gonna be 10.
Guess
It's gonna
what?
be like
That's a
a
lot
year.
of guess Tioma, no, it's not, baby, because guess what? After I learned everything, we done tried everything. If the earlobe is the last thing I gotta, if the ear hole is the last thing I gotta lick in and stick in, you gonna have a wide open ear hole.
No, you supposed to be jumping out of parachute. Like, you gotta be doing some spontaneity. Because
Yes.
well, this shit.
But
I can't
Tioma,
do boring.
how many?
I'm a
Listen,
Leo. I can't do
Tioma,
boring.
You scared of playing.
Tioma, how many marriages you know that when women after so long be with men and all of a sudden these women start being intrigued by new stuff, it's because of the talks that they have embarked on first with other men that has gotten into their head of, ooh, I ain't never tried that. Ooh, I'd like to try that. I ain't never fucked my husband at his job. I ain't never fucked my husband at his job.
I know, right?
While everybody's there, and he fucking me in the closet, the broom closet, because most women feels like that's degrading. See, I like to have sex everywhere. I don't give a fuck if we having sex outside on the hood of the car. and somebody
He don't
walk by.
He don't know.
It's gonna get more attention. I see somebody walking by.
And the dog
Yes,
booted over.
exactly.
Everybody go see.
Exactly, T Savage.
Exactly.
I like for somebody to see me. If I'm in a hotel, I want to pull the windows. I want to pull the curtains back so they can walk by. If they look in and see it and be like, "Oh shit, I ain't stopping my stroke," because
They'll
they
be
get
like,
a chance
"Oh
to see
shit, he can't even reach the pussy."
No. They're gonna say, "Damn it." They're gonna say, "Damn, he got her balled up." That's what he gonna say.
He's standing on the step stool.
Okay.
But he's so. But he damn so in there.
And they gonna be pointing laughing.
So in the back of that
Vienna sausage, right there.
Hurricane
food right there.
That ain't something Legacy never got to worry about.
We'll take your word for it, sir.
I appreciate it.
I know who I'm gonna ask. I know who I'm gonna ask.
Tony can tell you what Alma say.
Tony could tell us what.
Ask Tony what Alma say.
Oh, camera went off. Boom, boom. Dranisha said, I like it in the shower.
I like it in the shower with one leg, with your leg up on the side of the shower while the water dripping down on it, so I can quench my thirst and get your thirst.
I can't, and I'm done.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, ATL. Hold on. Oh. I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit too after that. Excuse me.
Y'all crazy. Savage, you gonna work tomorrow from 9 to 8 now.
No, I'm not.
Y'all crazy. I love y'all.
I should have gave you Savage shirt.
Oh yeah.
He
said he should have gave us our shirt.
You know I'll get it to you, mama.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't when it comes to sex, I just don't think it's a time limit. Everybody grown, just don't take nothing from nobody, and just do what you do. If both are consenting adults and of age, enjoy life, because you never know when it's gonna be over.
Right. Oh, let me see something. Hold on.
Oh, look at my baby.
Get him, Tyson.
Okay.
Oh, he is on the way without you, honey.
Girl, he was gone.
Oh,
Tiama, you and Tiama, you and Week must got another one coming.
Okay.
What?
Okay, I'm just saying him. So
another one coming.
Legacy, I don't have nothing coming with Wick. I don't have nothing coming with Wick. But
I'm that baby's daddy.
And you trying to out me, I can out myself.
I'm that baby's daddy. It'll happen.
Mama, I just asked, was you and Wick, expecting, because Tyson moving kind of fast.
Me and Wick is not expecting anything. I can
Only thing Talma is expecting is the bowel movement. She expecting the bowel movement. That's it. Ain't nothing else. We expecting nothing else. Go ahead and throw allegedly up there, Tony. Allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
We expecting a miracle, and that is me by myself.
Okay.
Well, a baby is a miracle.
Depending on who you
that's
ask.
gonna be her name.
Look, depending on who you ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, look, Tony
That's
blanked
true.
out on your ass legacy.
He
He
always
showed
black it
did.
out.
Yeah, I know we just lost the great Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, I heard about that
Yeah.
today.
I heard.
He was almost 100. He was
He
94.
94.
He lived a long life.
My great granddaddy is 93. I got a great granddaddy in Connecticut. He's 93 years old.
He lived a full life.
Name what actor is crying about him?
Oh, I know a lady.
A man.
Oh, a man. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna say Cicely the Tiger.
Girl, you were supposed to off rip say the only black man that come to mind that you know gonna be the name they call it. You say a black actor, Denzel Washington.
Oh, he upset about that?
Oh, highly pissed.
So they was close.
Yeah, they was real close.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand the grounds that Sidney Poitier broke for black actors, special males. Sidney Poitier was like the Richard Pryor of black actors.
Let me piggyback on the letter. I'm gonna ask individually. Legacy. So when is it appropriate for you to have sex when you meet a young lady?
I think as long as you all are adults and consenting, sex on the first date or sex at the 90-day period is the same to me. As long as you both are feeling each other and that's both something that you both want to do and protect yourself, there is no time frame. Except for when it comes to my daughter and when it comes to AJ and when it comes to the little ladies that stay in the house with Tiama, then they need to wait till they're 63.
Oh, that part. 63. I know that's right.
Hey, look, and even though you know that ain't gonna happen because they already showing you now they 5,000 years older than us.
Okay.
God, he showing up doing.
Also, Tyson like he had places to go.
Yeah.
Okay. For real.
He's finna pull up on his
Savage, what
mama.
you feel about it?
Come on, baby.
Savage, what you
Hey,
feel
y'all, I did some new TikToks today. Come on, say Lex, did you say a baby was a miracle?
Come on. I said that because Tiama said she was the only thing her and her husband was waiting on was a miracle. I said,
No. Correction. Tayama said only Tayama is. Tayama and her husband ain't nothing because Tayama ain't got no husband.
When did that stop?
Legacy, I speak to you after the camera. We'd have had this conversation.
Yeah, you damn sure gotta speak to me. I got to know what's going. I got to know. I want to know.
This is not her first time saying this, and every time you say you're gonna talk to her and then show over, you jump off and don't act, and then act surprised when you hear it.
And then you tried to out me, and I tell you, I am expecting a miracle. Her name will be Miracle.
I see Tony went off on you again.
On who? Not me.
Well, let me ask you a quick question, Savage. What do you think about the time frame, Mama?
It depends on the people. I mean, me personally, I ain't giving up no ass on the first date. Cause I know what this ass can do. You finna be in my bush.
You've never done that?
Huh?
You ain't never done it before?
Who said that? This
I asked you, have you ever gave it up on the first date?
This ass can do different things now than it could do back then. It's a different kind of ass now.
Listen, I can say I have never, because one thing about me when it comes to that, I'm scary until we actually do it. After we do it, I own that. But to do it,
I'll just say this. I live my best life like I was a man, okay?
Honey, Onion will tell you, honey, if you waiting on me to make the move, me, don't put no respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
Tony, Mr. Anthony Brown.
Yes.
What do you feel about it? And you need to show your face unless you're in there playing with your Peter Whacker.
Oh my gosh.
Legacy, when okay. Did they do miracles? We need to talk.
Come on, I'll be on you in about. I will be with you in about 30 minutes after the show. Come on. So Tony, what do you think? What do you think on the time frame, Tony?
There's no real time frame because, like I said, it all depends on what you're looking for. If I'm out looking for just sex and I meet somebody and the chemistry is there, it can happen that first night. We're two consenting adults. We're both grown. You know, it's going down. You know, whereas if I'm looking, let's say, for something more meaningful, I might want to get to know the person a little bit more. You know, and go on a few dates, get in their head, seeing what if we're mentally going in the same direction.
Correct. But Tony, I know we got to get ready to get out of here, but I want you to answer this before we get ready to get out of here.
But whoever want to know Tony's on coming soon, you'll see it all in his book.
Come to the stage.
That's my shameless plug. Coming soon.
Okay.
For sure. But Tony, like Juicy said earlier, there are some people that have long lives together, and they had intercourse on the first day, and they actually have a fulfilling life together as husband and wife. So just because you have sex on the first day doesn't necessarily mean that you can't go on dates after that, or nor can you embark on greater things together because you both felt a certain way and fulfilled that feeling. So do you think that that anything can happen in life because everybody is different, and it doesn't necessarily condemns a person, whether it's man or woman, just because they had sex on the first date?
Right, it doesn't condemn them, and everybody is different. And yes, I could have sex with somebody the first night and be with them for the rest of my life.
Well, in closing tonight, we hope that everybody loved the show. We greatly appreciate everybody that participated and things of that nature. We want to just thank Mr. Don Allen Lowe for partially participating. We know he had a long flight and things of that nature. We want to thank Juicy, even though her phone died and things of that nature. And we want to go ahead and bring to the stage the lovely Miss T Savage. Go ahead and give them the information, love, on how they can reach out and contact you.
Coming to the stage, T Savage. Yes. No. IG T Savage 1000. Facebook on your Drink Your Birds. TikTok. And by the way, y'all, I did 2 new TikToks today. 5. So I did 2 new TikToks today. T_Savage100. birdsanya@gmail.com. That's my number. Don't call me.
Damn. All right, we gonna move forward.
Slim over here. Go ahead on in there. Go ahead. I can
you
see a bone.
Looking good, girl. You looking good, Savage, with that hawk.
Come to the stage, Tayama. Come to the stage. Hey, you see my straps, Tayama? Look.
Let's bring Miss Sweetness out, Tony. Let's bring Miss Sweetness out.
Don't be cutting me off.
I did it.
You can reach me at Tayama Sweetness Copeland on Facebook. You can reach me at Tayama01 on Instagram. You can reach me at Just in Time Accessories. Pretty much. You could call my
That's
phone.
not all.
That's it.
And what else are you?
Tyson
I'm
Mama.
Tyson's mama.
Tyson's mama.
Tyson and Miracle's mommy.
Yes, yes. All right, y'all. We're gonna bring out tonight the gentleman that makes it possible for us to be on this platform, other than God Himself. We want to just thank all. I know he's definitely my pain in the ass, but I wouldn't want to wake up any day and not be able to have it. My brother from another mother, Mr. Anthony Brown. Come on out here and tell them how they can reach you, bro.
Before I let you go, I just want to remind everybody, definitely hit that like button. If you haven't already, definitely hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We greatly appreciate it. It means the world to us, and it costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. But again, I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on The Anthony Brown Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at The Anthony Brown Show. Also, I have a Facebook page called Anthony the Writer. Go ahead and hit that like button on the Anthony the Writer on Facebook. And as I often tell everybody, you got to grind until you shine. And my phone number there is 561-768-3710.
All right. To those that don't know, you know, Legacy the Great is blind. It's for about to the 17th or the 20th. So I'm going to ask my brother from another mother to read my information out. I'm trying my best to push through till I can get my contacts and things of that nature. So Tony, go ahead and let them folks know how they can get in contact with Legacy the Great.
Sure, this is Legacy the Great. You can reach him on Facebook at Audrine Williams, on YouTube at Antonio Williams. His email is aunywms121@gmail.com. And you can reach him for business, marketing, and advertising, or for the whole anthem at 229-630-7615.
Boy, you a whole mess. Well, before we get out of here, I just want to just bring to the attention that, you know, this is a new year. Brings about new opportunities, new chances, and also gives you an opportunity to rectify some wrongs that you've done to people, and allows you to forgive some people for the wrongs that they've done to you. Because if we had to meet our Father who is in heaven, we would want him to forgive us for the wrongs that we've committed and done against him. So I want to just say that we have to learn, and we have to also learn to forgive people for transgressions against us. I myself am trying to learn how to move past something that was said and done in order for me, because I don't want to have to meet him and I hadn't forgiven anybody for any of their wrongdoing or any wrongdoings that I've done to people. So to anybody out there in the ATL world, anybody out there on the earth of God that Legacy the Great has wronged, or anybody that has wronged me, I want to just let you know that I forgive you, and I pray that you forgive me. I would like to hope that my brothers and sisters on this podcast would feel the same way. And just know that life is short. It's but a vapor, and we're here today and gone tomorrow. And sometimes we never get the opportunity to say, I'm sorry. So we're here tonight. Everybody say, I'm sorry.
Legacy, I want to let you know I accept your apology, okay? Thank you for that.
I'm sorry.
Big of you. I'm sorry you short and you ain't shit. I'm sorry you short and you ain't shit. No.
I'm sorry.
I forgive T Savage.
I'm gonna be the nice one. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
for
love.
anything that I could have and will say in the future to offend you.
Okay, well, I can appreciate. Wait, I can appreciate y'all apologizing. That's so sweet. But T Savage is not apologizing because Everybody that I've ever done wrong, that I felt like I needed to apologize to, I didn't let the sun go down without doing it. Because the Bible said don't let the sun go down in your wrath. My biggest fear is getting into it with somebody and that me not forgiving them the same day or the next day and they die. And I'm stuck living with this guilt. I ain't doing it. So I try to get it out of the way.
Well, we appreciate that. And everybody, we hope that you learn to forgive people, and we ask that you forgive us for our transgressions. And on that note, everybody let them know.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I just want to apologize to Legacy for the short legs that God gave you. Maybe one day he'll wake up and create a miracle.
Bye, Tony.
ATL ho!
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best at this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best you other cats just failed the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if you come with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking over hills and things. The schools over feeling foggy. I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me. Once when you ready to lose. The game, the street, the throne is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho.